Hey there. Oh my, it's a berry raid. Welcome in. Hi there, Chef Barry. Yes, yes, I love Barry. Alright, we are just starting up stream. We are playing Reverse 1999. They just released this patch today. So this is a day one patch stream. And this is the Assassin's Creed collab. By the way, I am Walter Snacklefox. I am a kind of snacks themed VTuber. I'm an adventurer. I'm a programmer. And former pilot and officer on a bomber. Handled a lot of the targeting more than the piloting there. So, we are having fun today. I do a lot of gacha. I do a lot of indie retro. Planning to do some programming streams and some board game streams. But that's on the light end for the moment. Welcome in, everyone. Okay. Hey there, Lork. Hey there. Hey there, Solace. Awesome, awesome. So, they have a trailer for us, which I'm gonna watch because while I know Reverse 1999, I don't know as much about Assassin's Creed, and they have really tied the two together. So let's start off by watching the trailer.
This is taking too long. Have you finished sharpening that knife?
Soon. Signore, it's difficult to work with these cracked ribs. Not to mention this fever.
Stop whining and get to work.
All right. Forgive me, Signore.
Oh no, not the apple.
Do you think Mr. Apple could regenerate if we only find his core?
What you're searching for isn't just any apple. It's a talking one. This golden apple could only be an offering to the gods.
These ribbons are not decorations. Someone used the Dionysias to infiltrate the city. I know this armor.
Unbelievable. The key to the secret chamber.
Find it at all costs! No!
No!
Stay close. Stick to the shadows.
New seminal collab characters. We got Ezio, Cassandra.
You can't bring peace through destruction. Alexios.
And Alexios. By the way, how was the stream, everyone? How was chatting with Barry going? Alright. We're just gonna go into the main event. What in the world? I'm guessing this is some Assassin's Creed stuff. Particles of Chaos. So let my dog explain it to you. After all, he isn't one to rely on intuition. Part 1. Particles of Chaos. Laboratory environment initialized. Interferometer activated. Particle generation mode enabled. Estimated particle consumption 3.4 times 10 to the 6th. Temperature 22 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 65%. Observers in position.
It started to rain.
Oh my. We nearly walked into the rain without any protection. The observer instruction book should have told us to bring our equilibrium umbrella.
No need for excess perspiration. The rain you're seeing is completely dissimilar to the storm. Just a byproduct generated by this device, the Huygens Fresnel interferometer. It was built to observe the interaction between particular entities and chaotic systems.
What are we doing bringing Fresnel into this? I don't know who Huygens is, but Fresnel was known for a special type of lens that's used commonly on lighthouses.
So this device about our heads is an interferometer?
That's right. We'll be utilizing it during our experiment that, to jog your memory, you volunteered for. Thanks for that,
Oh
by the way.
no! Thanks for that, by the way.
Miss Regulus and Miss Sotheby already went in ahead of you. You'll probably find them in the world you're going to. Now, prepare for an enthralling adventure.
Did he just shoot his head like he's in Persona? The two lab rats don't match the experimenter's
The
enthusiasm.
instruction book says this machine sends our minds to other worlds, and the destinations are particular to a time and place. Do I have that right?
Wow, you actually did your homework for once. Yep, it's true. These particular sorts of places have many names. Quantum superposition, simulated worlds, space-time bubbles. Call it whatever you like. I kind of like the name Stage in the Rain.
Stage in the rain sounds lovely. This apple can't wait to visit.
Is
the
he
new
going
world.
disco?
Now, how do we begin? Are there any experimental procedures we must go through? Let me guess. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and walk clockwise in a circle 3 times.
X offers an amused laugh at Apple's natural humor.
No need. Besides, how would I get you to walk in a circle?
Well, this apple doesn't see a problem.
Yeah, he's a central character, at least for the main story. He's a buddy of Regulus, who we saw in the trailer. She was the one holding the bunch of apples and eating some of them, I think. Regulus is always kind of a goofy troublemaker. She's like a pirate radio character who's always trying to like set up her own radio station and then broadcast and let everyone hear the wildness of unpopular music.
With that said,
And he's
if
her
you have
buddy.
no
He's
strict
like her
procedure,
the first
what
mate to all of her
exactly are you
ships that
intending with this
inevitably get
experiment?
destroyed.
Is it a novel scientific experience, or just a jolly bit of fun?
I think part of the lore is that he is the actual apple that fell on Isaac Newton's head. Or somehow he's related to Isaac Newton. X shrugs.
Oh, it's a serious experiment. One in which I propose to examine the very randomness that we usually attempt to avoid. As you stand on the stage, breathing in and out, the raindrop's behavior should start to change.
Because I'm breathing on the stage?
More precisely, because you exist on the stage. Go ahead and touch the raindrops.
You should never trust anything X says, but we made that mistake long ago. Now we're in for it. Apple taps on one of the raindrops that hang in the air, as if it were a miniature heart.
What?
The raindrops are chaotic at first, but a pattern emerges as they bounce and spin before the red fruit, giving off a soft glow. On the surface, they could be mistaken for any other raindrop, yet ancient secrets hide within their apparent randomness. They mentioned a storm earlier.
See?
The driving
There's so much
plot
more than an
behind
external
Reverse
spectator.
1999, by the way, is that there's weird environmental disaster called the storm, which alters timelines, often bring them back to the past. And Timekeeper, Verton, our main character, the one with the hat and the kind of like old fancy outfit, is responsible for investigating and solving the storm, and also acting as an agent throughout history to rescue people, often arcanists.
Your actions, including your observations, no matter how inconsequential they may seem, can lead the system to produce unequivocally varied results. Alright, now...
Numbers pop up on the screen at a blinding pace. X widens his eyes to keep track.
Loading complete, subjects in position. Great. See you later. Have fun.
Wait, you're leaving? Vitals loaded. Activating chaos particles. 97.6, 98%. 99.9%. Entering the stage in the rain. Oh, we're leaving. Oh, and the water is moving upward. I guess that's because we're moving back in time. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Like that. Snore. The snoring fruit's consciousness traveled through a dark, raining area to arrive where he is now. Just as the rain's patter disappears, he catches the sound of two distant voices.
And you're certain of this?
And you're certain of this?
Unquestionably. Listen, what you hear now is the turbulence of air as it passes through its airway. As the soft tissues within vibrate, they produce a familiar sound. It is snoring.
Are they talking about the apple?
This condition is commonly reckoned to be caused by a disorder of black bile in the body. Though I would posit, anatomically speaking, that it is nothing more than the relaxation of throat muscles during deep slumber.
We know what snoring is. What we want to know is how an apple can snore.
Apple?
Apple?
Oh no, he's been caught. A strangely dressed man is standing by Apple's side, surrounded by a group of soldiers. The wall they form has blocked all of the exits. While with curiosity and caution in their eyes, the man and the soldiers stare at the helpless fruit, who has been pinned on the altar.
Good day, gentlemen. I believe I owe you thanks for this generous hospitality, unusual as it may be.
Did you hear that? It appears to have spoken. If that's so, then no wonder it can snore.
Enough! Speaking, snoring, it doesn't matter. We didn't hire you to lecture us on medicine.
Hire, you say? That's an odd way of putting it, after you cracked my ribs and hauled me here from Milan. I think some might instead call that kidnapping. I think I've caught a fever.
Stop whining. We barely bruised you. It was probably just the bumpy roads on the way to Firenze.
Firenze? Am I in Italy? Gentlemen, may I ask where I am and who you are?
Aww.
You're the most curious apple I've ever known.
What a
We're in the
statement.
great city of Firenze, Penisola Italiana.
You're the most curious apple I've ever known.
These gentlemen you referred to here are known as the Templars. As for me, I am Leonardo da Vinci. Though please, call me Leonardo.
Oh.
Wait, Leonardo?
The sun shining in from the window illuminates the man's gentle smile.
You're Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, the great painter.
But please, as I said, I prefer just Leonardo. Leonardo the inventor or Leonardo the engineer. Perhaps even the anatomist. I should hope there is more to my reputation than just painting.
Leonardo's smile doesn't waver as the blade of his scalpel glints under the sunlight.
Va bene. It's safe to conclude you must be the mythical apple they've been looking for. I've never heard of any other talking apples.
And I must conclude you are indeed the Leonardo da Vinci. Although, if I might ask, Leonardo, what are you planning to do with that scalpel? And might this apple request you point it some other way? You see, pointing a knife at someone is seen as somewhat unfriendly where I'm from.
Oh no.
Please, do not worry, signore. This scalpel is a very delicate instrument, one of my favorites. Gold, sharp, and painless. One swift cut and it will find its way straight through the skin down to your core without spilling a drop of juice.
Oh! Leonardo leers closer to Apple.
Allow me to be honest with you and state things clearly. I have been asked to cut you into quarters so that I might record the makeup and consistency of your inner flesh. Crisp, I'd wager. Next, I'll soak you, your pieces, into a special solution so that I might... Oh, mi rincresce. I always get a bit excited whenever I start talking about my work. Now, hold still, Signore Golden Apple.
Leonardo reaches down toward the pinned apple, his smile increasingly less gentle and more wild.
Just a little slice.
Oh. Let's see. I can show off Hisabeth. This level should be fine.
Nothing unexpected.
So this is my new girl, Hisabeth. She's really cool.
This devil twirls about like a fly.
Low detection. Oh, okay. This is mechanics for the new characters.
Of course I do. This apple won't go down without a fight.
You're overreacting, Signor Apple. I was only kidding.
I don't believe you, Leonardo da Vinci.
Your jokes seem rather lethal to me.
Alright, hit him with Snake Bite, ult from Melania. Get out some stuff that I need to get out first, basically, or I can get out here. Stick this on Melania.
Use knowledge. The show's on, hounds. Ready? Aim. I've got some trouble brewing.
They're letting me start off with 3 characters right off. Normally I only do get 4 right at the end of story with the boss.
Even for a great.
Maybe they're changing things up. Standardizing the 4-character format.
Give this a taste. I never miss. Most of the time, anyway. Let's agree to disagree.
Only one round. These guys are toast.
Get ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser. Never alone and rarely outnumbered. Plan B. Plan A. Wait for the pop.
Although we come from different lands, we share the same dream.
Oh, and I was gonna change her
To be
skin.
hopeful for.
I've got a new one for Vila.
Stop this madness. I'll have you know what you're about to do is a severe violation of the Geneva Convention.
What the devil are you talking about? I'm growing more and more curious about you.
The apple breaks free from his restraints and bounds around the room, but there is nowhere to hide, and the little fruit is eventually cornered. This is like a VeggieTales episode.
Oh no, calm down. We can solve this in a civilized manner, can't we? Like proper gentlemen.
There is no need for propriety when dealing with witchcraft, like whatever created you. Now, if you want to save yourself some pain, I suggest you stop.
I
Witchcraft.
feel like I'm in a nightmare. What in the world could you want with this apple for?
I can answer that. These gentlemen believe you to be the key to a rumored secret chamber. Of course, to prove their theory, they hired me to figure out just what it is that you are.
Leonardo bends down low, as if to pick him up, but instead leans close and whispers.
I don't intend to hurt you. Just cooperate for now. Help is on the way.
Help?
Before Apple can say more, Leonardo straightens up and shakes his head.
Oh, I do apologize, gentlemen. But I think there might have been a misunderstanding.
You expect us to believe that?
An emotionless voice comes from the corner, followed by a towering man in armor.
Perhaps you've forgotten. Months ago, a golden apple was found floating in the Arno by a fisherman.
Oh?
Being a faithful man, he brought it to the church. And there something strange happened.
Strange? What are you talking about? I'm only an apple.
I'm only an apple! Templar commander raises his chin at Leonardo.
You, demonstrate for our guest.
Leonardo puts on a long face.
I've already demonstrated it a dozen times.
The towering man rests his hand on the sword at his waist, tilting it forward with intent.
But of course, I would be glad to demonstrate once more, signore.
Whoa. Please, be careful.
Aw. Leonardo picks up Apple and paces the room, trying to find the right angle beneath the sunlight. The soldiers are leaning against the wall, enjoying a reprieve from the heat outside. As soon as Leonardo raises Apple, however, they all stand straight and stare at him.
Found it. The perfect angle.
Leonardo walks to the fresco, looking at the blurred faces of the figures on it.
Who are they?
Persona sconosciuta.
Persons unknown. Their identity is plainly a mystery to everyone in the room. They do not appear to be the sort that would usually be recorded in the annals of history, and there's not even a subtle hint to their identity beyond their visage. Nothing that might indicate the artist's intent in depicting them, nor in choosing to paint them in what can only be abject sorrow.
Is that all? According to this apple's experience, you should only need to cast an incantation to reveal the details.
Call it magic, miracle, or trick as you like. All that I can see is a mystery that must be unraveled. Now wait.
What for?
For the perfect ray of light.
When the half-sun sinks below the horizon, a particular beam of light travels through the golden apple, turning into warm light spots. As the light reaches the fresco, the blurred faces are suddenly illuminated. And so the miracle is recreated.
Blimey, what's going on?
It is beyond me to explain what I am seeing here. I've examined both the wall and your skin for some time, but found nothing. This may truly be a miracle.
Gentlemen, there's a line of letters down there.
Oh, it's nothing but a Caesar cipher. I can decode this in no time. Let me see. Sub cadente fulgore, cadencia sanctuaria, coniunguntos. Under the waning glow, the waning sanctuaries unite.
Okay. Alright. First of all, this is important. There's Vila. Gorgeous.
Miss Thornton, I suggest we spend more time together like this to share more ideas and philosophy.
However, here's a new skin. Show you the stuff really here. Dark and stormy. So that's the new stuff. I really like the colors. I think I like her expression a tiny bit on the other one. But this looks a lot more sea-themed. What is this? Okay. That's cool. I have a ton of characters, by the way. Anjonala.
You said it yourself.
Liang Yue. Lucy. And Zhudong Zi. All special characters that don't get a lot of reruns. Tooth Fairy's my girl.
Stop talking. It's time for a checkup. Please open your mouth.
Milani is really cute too.
Can I help you?
Aww.
Sorry, your visit...
And then, like, those are all my high ranks. A ton of them. Yeah. And this is the character I got last time who I used to bit there. It's a little bit hard to see, but she has snakes in her hair. And she has snake eyes. So you can see a snake kind of up here and another one right here. And she's wearing like some futuristic spacey outfit. Or retro-futuristic. Anyway, let's get back to the episode. 1476. Knightly Virtues. Part 2. Knightly Virtues. It looks like an apple, shiny and red, a magical key to what's ahead. When the sun sets low, the truth will start to show.
I beg your pardon. What's that song those children are singing about?
Buongiorno, signorina. You look a little out of place here. Might I guess you are a traveler like me?
Yeah, you look
Of a sort.
familiar.
Yes, mister.
Most excellent. I always enjoy an opportunity to guide a newcomer.
The strangely out-of-place merchant clears his throat and begins again.
The famed poet once claimed that Firenze was the most beautiful and renowned daughter of Rome. I suppose it is for that reason that many travelers come here, seeking the source of that claim, searching for the lost treasures of a fallen empire.
He leans in low and lowers his voice.
But I hear a rumor now that people are pursuing a new target in our dear Firenze.
Oh?
Could you mean this golden apple? It seems like everyone is talking about it.
Just so. It seems you know a little bit more about this rumor than you've let on. There are those that say the apple can reveal a miracle when raised before certain frescoes in the city. Since then, dark cloud has gathered over us.
Oh my.
For now, there are many here that seek the Complaners' treasures.
The Complaners? That's quite the unusual name. Were they singers of some sort?
They say they were a heretical cult, one that gathered in the city to sing heretical liturgies at dusk, hence the name. And apparently, they stashed away their relics in a secret chamber, somewhere in the Duomo di Firenze.
Oh? The book merchant points at the towering dome of the cathedral. The Cathedral of St. Mary of the Flower, but the locals call it Duomo di Firenze, or simply Il Duomo. She stands in the center of Florence like a queen presiding over a kingdom.
Apparently, they would go there to perform unspeakable acts of evil, defiling the purpose of that beautiful dome.
The book merchant looks around and makes a gesture of horror.
But the rumors say the relics they've hidden there are worth an incalculable fortune. Bah, all you need to know is it's worth a lot. Enough, they say, that the one who finds it would be wealthy enough to buy the whole Firenze.
Are you serious? You're suggesting there is enough money hidden there to buy a city? That's absurd.
The book merchant strokes his beard and laughs.
How do you think the Medici took control in the first place? Money! It can buy art, soldiers, even the papacy. Compared to that, what's so odd about buying a city?
I see. A secret chamber with treasures. I do believe I've heard this tall tale before.
Okay. Verton's smart.
Have you now? Well, have you ever heard of a story where the secret entrance to this chamber can only be found through messages hidden in frescoes?
Sounds like you're describing the Redwall novel series.
That is a new embellishment on the story. I suppose then, that must be why this golden apple and its miracles have everyone's attention.
Brava, Signorina. So, you must be one of those treasure hunters, I guess?
In a way, yes.
I knew it. But I'm afraid you have your work cut out for you. The dome is larger than you might think. This isn't something you can find searching palmo a palmo. The only way to find the chamber is to solve the mystery of the frescoes.
Then it looks like I will need some help.
The book merchant lights up as she speaks. The next second, he thrusts a delicate manuscript into her hands.
And this is certain to be the help you need. It includes copies of all the frescoes that reacted to the golden apple. It has a silk cover, tempera painting, and gilded edges. Buy it now, and I'll throw in a free collection of Dante's poetry. Trust me, traveler, with this, you will find the treasures you seek.
Hold on. If you've already collected all this information, why aren't you looking for the treasure? Wealth enough to buy an entire city. I have to wonder why you would pass up that opportunity.
I'm no treasure hunter, Signorina, nor do I think the life of a prince would suit me. I'm content meeting and selling the keys to this fortune to others.
The book merchant raises the manuscript and puts the other hand on his chest, looking regretful.
The price is usually 10 florins, but as you are my 8th customer today, you know, in Firenze, the number 8 is said to bring good luck and eternal hope. That is why the Battistero di San Giovanni and the Duomo di Firenze have octagonal domes.
Wait, what?
So, for you, 8 florins. No, make that 5. The most detailed and useful manuscript around for just 5 florins. You don't want to miss out.
Sorry, but I don't have any money with me.
The merchant goes silent, air between them painfully tense. At last, he slaps the manuscript down on a stall.
How could you make it all the way to Firenze without a florin on you? Ridiculous!
Ridiculous!
I have no more time to spend on you, Signorina. Best you get back to your hunt.
Hold on. I heard that this golden apple could talk, and even fly in the air. It might have something to do with my missing friend. It sounds like I need this manuscript in order to find him. So, is there anything I can do for you? I can handle any issues related to arcane... magic. We could do an exchange. my magical services for your manuscript.
She stops herself, waiting for some signal from the man. The merchant offers no trace of sympathy.
Not interested. No, go away.
That's just about everything I know about the Complaners, the secret chamber, and the relics.
I see.
The man's words are too much information for the little fruit's nerves to handle at one time.
We've gone to great effort to acquire you, Apple. Before us, you've been traded to the Palazzo, then San Marco, and even the Thieves' Guild.
And me?
The armored man kicks Leonardo roughly, sending him sprawling from the ground into a nearby wall.
Less talking, more slicing. From now on, you do as I say. Understand?
A small trickle of blood seeps from a fresh cut on Leonardo's head, but there's nothing he can do but compose himself with a bitter smile.
Si, capito.
And what about me? Do you ruffians intend to beat this apple into compliance?
We don't have to. You're as good as dead out there. Here, we might just keep you alive if you have some use. Not that it matters. You don't have a choice.
Sir, incoming!
The soldier falls to the ground before he finishes the word, the veins on his face turning green.
What? It's poison. Assassins!
They must be on that roof!
An eagle glides low just above the cathedral before letting out a loud screech.
Is that an eagle? It's rare to see one in the city, isn't it?
Leonardo grabs Apple and runs toward the eagle's shadow. He's here. Our rescuer is here.
Ezio!
He's so happy. A man in a gray hood jumps down on two soldiers precisely. Two blades spring from his sleeves, penetrating their chest before they can even react.
Ezio Audito. Assassin.
They know his name? Their hearts stop before they've fallen. A crimson splash covers the ground near them. The assassin withdraws his blades in a fluid, almost casual moment, as if he had nothing at all. He lowers his head reverently as the men drop beside him.
La morte non sia crudele. Requiescat in pace.
Alright, I'm gonna get some... Oh, I'm gonna get some tea. Alright, I'm back. Looks like we've got battle. I got some tea, which will help with the reading more. And we'll get to see Vila in battle with her new outfit. Look at her. Alright. Isabeth. Hit him with the snake hair.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Melania.
Shows on, hounds. Our minds are as one.
And another Melania attack.
Let me. Time waits for no one, even for a great.
Boy, Melania fits in really well with this collab. She's a thief character, but boy, she does like the assassination right there.
Let's see those hands.
And poison, kind of, from Snake, Assassin with Hisabeth.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
How about you treat us all to some snacks?
By the way, if I get in the front of any of the characters, maybe I have to... Oh, did I lock it? Yeah. There. More and more soldiers rush in through the gate of the monastery. Round them up.
It seems I underestimated their strength. We need to get out of here straight away.
Leonardo points at Apple, who is still trying to figure out what's happening.
We should split up, Ezio. Here, take him with you. You know where to find me.
Nessun problema, amico.
Get him! Get them all!
Leonardo!
Don't worry. He is an honored guest of the Duke of Milan. They might chase him, but they dare not harm him in public. But we are not so lucky. Now let's go.
Well, it seems like this apple doesn't have much of a choice. You, at least, seem more polite than my previous captors.
Apple climbs onto the assassin's shoulder. Ezio enters a sprint before effortlessly scaling onto a nearby roof.
They've gone towards the palazzo. Capture them.
They've gone towards the palazzo. Capture them.
You're welcome to try. Hold tight.
Sure. Whoa.
Haha. It's like I'm on a roller coaster. The assassin navigates the Florentine roofs with as much ease as a fish through water. Soon enough, they've lost their tail.
Hey, did you see that? Up on the roof. I think I saw something gold. Gold? Is it the golden apple? Get them!
Oh no. Other people are after them too. More and more citizens join the hunt. The streets of Florence have never been more chaotic.
I'm going to be rich! The rich!
Get out of my way.
Goodness me. I've never felt so popular. This must be what the captain feels like.
Complete misunderstanding there, Apple.
Pardon me, but would you mind speeding up a little? I'm beginning to feel a little like a turkey on Christmas Eve.
Hmm? Turkey? It doesn't matter. Speed won't help us now. They're everywhere. But there's still a way out.
Ezio casts his eyes up to the top of the Tower of Palazzo.
We go up.
Nice. 20 minutes later. Wow, that is a lot of difficult running.
I think we're safe now. This apple certainly appreciates your climbing skills. No one can reach us up here.
Alert but silent, Ezio scans their surroundings.
Don't be too confident of that. The Templars have learned to climb after so many years chasing us. They can show up on the roof at any time.
I see. Then this apple will keep alert and ready for danger.
The sun hangs low in the sky, slowly sinking into the embrace of the evening glow. Scarlet clouds and golden sunlight blend into one another on the horizon, spilling onto every tile and brick of this ancient city. Beneath Ezio's feet, countless rooftops form a red terracotta expanse, spreading out to the city's farthest edge. He looks down in silence, feeling like a bird gone astray.
Wow, this is truly an amazing view.
Firenze. It's been too long.
Not far away, the cathedral stands tall and solemn, her towering form blurred by the golden light of the setting sun, yet no less majestic. And with the sunset, her shadow extends until it has covered nearly half the city.
That must be the cathedral. Is it really where the relics are hidden?
See, I believe so. I've spent some time searching. I've even explored its catacombs, but I haven't any idea where it might be.
Ezio gazes out at the perfect arc of the dome.
Finding this secret chamber is what truly matters.
On to Chapter 3, Free Falling.
Oh, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Apple. I owe you my thanks, sir.
Ezio Auditore. But just Ezio is fine.
Of course, Ezio. This apple is something of a visitor from far away.
Is that so? You know, you haven't gone unnoticed. I heard word of you from my allies many months ago. They've been tracking you for some time.
I was being followed. Blimey.
We might have never even known you were anything but an ordinary fruit, if you hadn't started talking in your sleep. Leonardo has told you what's going on, see? Is there anything you don't understand?
Anything? Everything! These Templars, the Compliners, the frescoes, and you, for that matter!
The wind seems to carry his voice farther than it should.
I know your friend was only stalling for time, but he all but scared the life out of me when he came at me with that scalpel.
There are many things that need explaining. For now, you need only know that these men are Templars, ancient enemies of the Assassins. The war between us has lasted a long, long time. I fear it will never end.
I see. Isn't there a more peaceful way to solve this? Too often, violence only treats the symptoms while letting the disease grow.
I wish there was, but no. Too many have died to the ambition of the Templars. Even my own.
Ezio pauses, hang on the next word.
Still, there is wisdom in what you say. Violence has a habit of making things worse. But there is a chance now to end this. To destroy them once and for all. so that no one else must suffer.
Ezio puts his right hand on his chest and bows to Apple.
I'm sorry we dragged you into this, Signore Apple. But we must not let the Templars get the relics. So, we need to know where you stand.
You and Leonardo seem to be close.
The statement confuses Ezio, who eyes Apple looking for some glimmer of intent. Until at last he nods.
Yes, we've known each other for a long time.
Great. Then you have my full trust.
Hmm?
Apple clears his throat.
I am certain that Leonardo is a good person. If the history books, I mean, my intuition is anything to go by.
Let me see. Flavors Sus flops into chat on belly and farts. One of the classic moves entering into a VTuber's chat. Welcome in, Flavors. Flavors are us. I bet that's it. Did you come from Chef Barry's chat? That sounds like a fan of hers right there with that name. We are playing Reverse 1999. Just had a new patch out. It's a gacha game with a fantastic story. Oh. Alright. Welcome in. Welcome back, Onyx Fury. Your name color changed too, I think. Interesting. I guess you can just do that, though. Anyway, you've seen me play Reverse 1999 beforehand. This is, the Assassin's Creed collab that they just launched. They have a couple of Assassin's Creed characters going gacha. I'm not pulling for them. You're a blueberry. You have gone from furries to veggies? Fruit girls? Is that a thing? Are you a fruit girl? There are other fruit girls out there, I guess. We have Apricot, the artist. Okay, you are not a fruit girl. Do you know who I'm referring to when I say Chef Berry, by the way? I might have rated her beforehand, but she is a berry succubus who runs a diner, and the diner is extremely dangerous if you eat their food. Now, I'm an adventurous character, as you can see. I run in and eat their food happily, and I enjoy it. And I haven't died yet, but an adventurer's life doesn't last very long, necessarily. So, Chef Berries, I interact with her a lot. We tend to stream at around the same time, but today, she started early and ended early right as I was getting on. So, on with the stream, I guess. Here we have great recurring character in Reverse 1999, Mr. Apple, but for some reason in this episode, he's colored gold, and everybody's chasing after him, as he seems to be the key to some ancient relics, key to the Assassin's Creed story and the fight between the Assassins and the Templars.
So,
and also Leonardo da Vinci showed up.
Also be trustworthy.
Oh.
This was because of a joke. Well, I'm a little bit curious. You don't have to tell me the whole thing. But Flavors Are Us is very much in keeping with both the jokes that I and Barry love.
Good to see my charm hasn't dulled. Grazie for your trust.
Before we go, please allow this apple to make a request.
Oh?
Anything, amico. I am at your service.
Trying to find Verdun?
When I first came to Florence, I was supposed to be with some friends, but we were separated.
Oh?
Would you help me find them? And keep them safe, if need be. Given the circumstances, I worry this city may become quite dangerous for them.
Nessun problema.
No problem.
Then I must repay your grazie, sir.
If we succeed here, then there is nothing I could do that will ever compare to what the world will owe you.
Wow.
This apple is only too happy to help. I'm certain the captain would be jealous if she found out I was so sought after. But this apple enjoys a little attention too, sometimes.
Everyone has their moment in the sun. When the time comes, even the least of us can change the course of history.
He holds out his hand.
So then we are agreed. Uniamo le forze.
We join forces. The Evening Glow witnesses an agreement between an apple and an assassin.
Naturalmente.
Naturally.
Leonardo will be waiting for us at his workshop. Are you ready?
Ready for what? Our visit? Oh, by Jove. Perhaps I should prepare a gift first.
No. Ezio walks to the edge of the scaffolding with purpose. He crouches, looking down at the busy street beneath their perch. In that moment, he almost looks like an eagle searching for prey.
Now, are you ready to jump?
From here? Down there?
It's like jumping into a swimming pool, without the pool.
This apple can fly, of course, but from this height, I doubt you would survive. I suggest we find another way.
Why waste time?
The wind blows past their ears. The assassin grabs the golden apple and leaps into the air with all the confidence of an eagle taking flight.
What? No!
No! Thud. The air reeks of straw and soil. They land with precision in a cart full of hay. That would not break your fall from that height.
This apple may have experienced some anoxia during our fall. I'm so dizzy.
A friend said that because I unlocked the male side of being bisexual, as in liking both men and women, I should change my username to Flavors Are Us. And I said, "Be right back," and I came back as Flavors Are Us. Well, that's perfectly fine. I get that. Yeah, that seems to work out. Doesn't need to be a big joke.
Shh. Quiet. Don't give our hiding spot away.
Night has fallen. The man and the fruit hidden in the hay can hear the sound of marching footsteps.
Oh, two! You, with the blue hat!
The street falls silent after that. All the people around the lady with the blue hat, including the two hiding in the hay, wait on her reply. Don't give them away, Onyx Fury. Don't give them away. These are the good guys, okay?
Good evening, gentlemen.
That's the blue hat.
Is there something wrong?
And that's a cute girl, not a he. Verton, lovely hero. Good evening, gentlemen. Is there something wrong?
What? That voice? Ha! I have a good feeling about this.
The encounter just beyond their hay-strewn lair continues.
I have never seen someone dressed like you before. Where are you from?
Oh, no! Flavor! Don't give me away! No, Look, they won't even see me. Look at my camouflage. I'm gonna blend right into the hay, and they'll think I'm an actual fox. They won't understand that I'm a fox boy, and that they won't understand that I'm here to stop them. They'll just pass me by, I guarantee it.
I'm a visitor to Florence. Here's my identification.
The soldier waves his hand impatiently.
It doesn't matter. Tell me, you've seen a man in a grey hood pass by.
She glances over to the corner of the street. Not far from view, a pile of hay lies gently rustling in the night air, looking entirely and inescapably ordinary. He's a fox boy, soldier. Or fox pop, I guess. Don't give me away. I'm friendly. I don't have any money. You can't take anything from me. I'm just here for like the culture.
Not that I know of.
Then have you seen something? Something golden?
The soldier draws something like a circle in the air clumsily.
Ah, she's useless.
Come on. She's useless.
Continua, muévete.
The clang of metal echoes around them fades away as the lively sounds of night return. After a while, a voice rings out softly just outside their hiding spot.
You were right in there.
The voice hints at an unexpected reunion.
Vertin! Oh, this apple is ever so glad to see you again. If only I didn't look a right mess. Please, give me a minute.
With all the talk about a golden apple, I had a feeling I would find you here. Looks like luck's in my favor this time. But how did you get in here? Did you jump from that tower?
It's a long story.
Buonasera, signora. You have my thanks for your assistance. Is she one of the friends you talked about, Apple?
That's right. This is Vertin, a most trustworthy friend and companion.
I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Apple. And who is this gentleman?
This is Ezio Auditore, an assassin.
He sounds way too happy to be saying that.
An assassin? Really?
Please, don't let the reputation of our name confuse you.
Oink,
We assassins
oink.
kill.
What
Only
is
when
a-
there is a just cause.
What is a Flavors R Us blueberry going oink oink for?
But maybe I can explain later. The curfew will begin soon, and I'd like to avoid any further complications with the guards. My friend must be worried about us already.
The Dark of the Arno. Part 4. Come forth, prayers of the night. Our blood reddens the offering. Our tears blacken the Arno. Our children are reborn among the blooming flowers. While the face of God, we are the corrupted. What? Dim candlelight flickers over errant books and draft papers, casting shadows on the wall. Leonardo is fully engrossed within the book held in front of him.
They sang and danced to the heretics' music. Then they cut their wrists to shed blood, mixed it with air and soil, and painted the mixture on the wall. The air smelled strange. I started to laugh and dance just like they did.
Okay. Creak. The door is cracked, followed by the sound of heels stepping on the old wooden floor. I'm surprised he has a wooden floor, not just dirt. Despite the noises, the man doesn't stir from his book.
Blood on the wall, reborn from the ashes.
Beat part, I think he meant best part about Flavors R Us, is I disguise any flavor I wish. Meaning you take on any flavor you wish as a disguise. Ironic that you said beat there instead of best. Blood on the wall, reborn from the ashes.
Blood on the wall, reborn from the tears. Blood on the wall, reborn from the flesh.
The one who entered the room halts their steps, and all falls completely mute.
What?
Leonardo at last takes notice of the figure in the room, as it approaches him like a ghost from the shadows. Right behind him, creeping closer and closer.
Buonasera?
The ghost shrouds Leonardo in his book and its shadow and whispers to him,
Blood on the wall. I am reborn.
Whoa, I thought this was like Ezio. Ah! Leonardo jumps like a frightened rabbit, stirring up the pages on the ground.
What's wrong, Mr. Leonardo?
Wait,
I was only
it's
using the rest of the
Softbee!
spell. Oh, I get it. You were having fun reading those horror stories all alone.
Alright.
I do love a good ghost story.
Softbee is a cute little girl who doesn't always understand context. Like, a good third of the characters in Reverse 99 seem like hardcore, autistic. And she was one of the earliest characters, a poison character, before really poison came about. But then she could use it on Jessica, who is adorable, and power her up. And they could work together. But yeah, Pokes the Fox Boy. Alright, I'll take it. I guess I'm ripe. Ready to eat.
You might have considered knocking me, Signorina.
The young lady snorts presumptuously.
Mr. Leonardo! Mr. Leonardo! Mr. Leonardo! I called your name 3 times in a row, but no one answered. How could you be so rude as to ignore your patroness? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, but Miss Sotheby has no time to waste.
Wait, patroness? How long has she been here?
Miren Cresce, I've been entranced in the words. It's a record of the Compliners ritual. The author claims to have been part of it and escaped alive.
The ones you've mentioned before? That nasty group of gremlins that used to meet in the cathedral in secret?
See, they are also the ones who have secreted away the relics that Ezio is searching for.
Alright, we go to poking to licking. They're big ears, and I guess they need to be cleaned. What type of tongue am I being licked with?
My messenger must have told you why I invited you to come by. Your father just confiscated some manuscripts.
Oh, I think you're mistaken. Mr. Domenico is not my father, though I am very grateful for his help.
A dragon, okay. And the scaly, not the fuzzy type of dragon.
He's not your father? But I was certain that you were introduced as such.
It's a long story.
The young lady looks up wistfully as she recalls the events.
I was wandering around.
Shapeshifter, of course,
when
of
some
course.
gentlemen arrived. As I recall, they were all members of the Decem Weary.
One of my favorite VTubers, one of my Oshis, is a dragon girl. She covers up her left eye, at least in some of her outfits, and she's kind of fuzzy, like, because she's got, like, little, like, dragon ears coming off of her head. I guess she has a little fuzzy tail, but, like, somewhere between a mix of, like, a fuzzy dragon and a scaly dragon. I was wandering around the palazzo when some gentlemen arrived. As I recall, they were all members of the Decemviri.
One of them was Mr. Domenico. All of a sudden, he rushed up to me and asked if I was his daughter. He said that I had gone missing many years ago.
No offense, mia signorina, but that sounds a little like how they kidnap children in Santa Croce.
Wow.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Leonardo. But Sotheby is a mature young lady who can protect herself. After all, I'm standing here talking to you in one piece. Anyway, he started crying about the garden he had built for her, and how it had all the rarest plants he could find. He even said he had Tahitian bridal veil, Egyptian privet, and devil's tree. So...
Fortuna certainly seems to be on your side. Now, did he give you the manuscripts? I can't imagine he would say no to his long-lost daughter.
Getting a little cheeky over here, Flavor. Onyx.
Ta-da! Miss Sotheby already took the liberty of checking them all. This one is well crafted and has the most details. It was confiscated from a book merchant. He said...
The young lady clears her throat before she continues.
It has a silk cover, tempera painting, and gilded edges. Buy it now, and I'll throw in a free collection of Dante's poetry. Incipe Menelios micum mea
Begin the
tibia
Manelian
verse.
verses with me, my flute.
How was that? Miss Sotheby has been practicing her Latin.
Brava! Your father would be moved to tears if he heard that.
Now that I've given you a hand, could you...
The young lady is struck by an uncharacteristic shyness.
Hmm? Don't tell me you want to join.
That's right. Please let me join in your adventure. Take me to the cathedral with you.
The young lady seems to almost float with anticipation.
Mi rincresce, mia signorina, but this is not the sort of adventure suitable for a young woman. I barely survived my own encounter with the Templars. Don't presume that they will show you mercy simply because you are a nobleman's daughter. Mia signorina, I'm sorry, but I could never forgive myself if I let you be hurt. Whatever adventure awaits us at Il Duomo, I do not believe it will be fun.
There's no need to worry. Miss Sotheby can protect herself, and more than just that.
She raises her head proudly, adopting a proud and noble pose.
I can make potions, aid in teamwork, research critters, read Latin, give orders, and even fight any villains we may find. Just let me prove it.
Sotheby is... She looks like she's going to explode. Well, you get to see her now.
Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
So... Please forgive me, Miss Senorita. This invention was not made to fight you, but... I guess I don't have a choice. Show yourself, War Machine. It's only a few gears away from completion. The most important gears, to be precise. I'll complete the installation in a few minutes. You'll have to stay, mia signorina. A delicate mechanical device. Sounds like it could use a little sabotage. Yeah, I mean, she acts a lot older than she actually is sometimes. Like, half of the time her voice lines are asking somebody to protect her. And then, at the end of the battle, she's saying, ha ha ha, I didn't need any bodyguards.
What's that? I've tripled the ingredients this time.
Poison.
What's this? What's that?
Now she's got some basic healing out if she needs it, and dump on another round of poison. And that's not her ability. That's tied to a system that they've added on called Impromptu Incantation, which is represented by the numbers up here.
I know what... What's this? This is the gift. Well prepared for you.
Haha. Oh, that looks like fun.
It seems to be mixed up. This should be
The
fine,
poison
right?
went away after I hit him with the cart, so I refreshed it. Power transfer secured. Only a few more steps to go. Well, Miss Moisan always told me not to celebrate too quickly. Oh no, Mont, my war machine, it broke down. Well, I guess you're gone and I couldn't use the rest of my stuff on you.
Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
See, she says that right here, but earlier she's complaining about not having a bodyguard. Leonardo may be a man of many talents, but fighting is not one of them, and soon he ends up cornered by the little arcanist.
Hooray! My screaming roots and Popeye slime worked.
Calm down, Signorina. All right. Please, have mercy. You can join us. You've more than proved your ability.
Hands on the head, Leonardo rushes toward the door, trying to run away from the little witch. Yeah, she wants to do big kid stuff, and like a lot of kids, and isn't quite ready for it, but maybe she's more ready than the other kids. And within this game, she's not the only kid. She's definitely surrounded by kids and adults alike. Thud.
Who could this be?
Is that Ezio?
It seems like I've missed a party.
Ha ha ha.
Ezio, Signore Apple. I knew you would get rid of those Templars. Oh, and you've even brought us a new friend.
Good evening, Mr. Leonardo. I've heard a lot about you on my way here. That lady behind you.
Oh, she recognizes, of course. She recognizes Sotheby. As heels hit the wooden floor again, a green tornado swooshes by Leonardo and charges forward.
Martin!
A heartwarming reunion. The young lady can't help hugging her friend in a swirling embrace.
You're finally here. Have you any idea what I've been through? Miss Sotheby had to attend classes and even study Latin. My teachers were even stricter than Mr. Carson.
The anxiety of exploring a new place is all at once driven away. She takes a deep breath to enjoy the moment, taking in the pleasant smells of the Tuscan air, with odd hints of citrus and the unmistakable smell of goat cheese.
I'm so glad I finally found you, Sotheby.
Well, that was all conveniently stitched together. To be continued. On to the next chapter. It's hard to please everyone's taste, but...
I see. Each of us seems to have had our own adventures after we arrived. How interesting and wonderfully fun.
So, then we each arrived here in the stage. I mean, in Florence, at different times. How odd. As far as this apple recalls, the instruction book didn't mention anything about that.
Fixed. It's fixed, I say. The whole crew's back together. Though, we're missing Regulus. I bet she's coming in too.
So then you and your friends came here on a sort of pilgrimage. Was it a journey of discovery, or is it simply that you wish to see the beauty of Firenze?
It was only supposed to be a quick journey, but something happened along the way. Accidents, murders, and now the threat of an all-out war.
Again, I'm sorry, but we're in need of your help, Signore Apple.
What do you mean, we?
My friends and allies. My fellow assassins.
Assassins? Mr. Ezio, I need to know more about this organization of yours before making any decisions.
A straightforward request.
Va bene. I'll tell you whatever you need to know.
Oh,
if it is in my power
I don't know what Regulus Black refers to. Regulus is... I'll show you her character. I probably have her somewhere in my collection. I don't know for sure, though. But she is a, like, radio pirate DJ. And she's dressed apparently fashionably for her era. But it looks a little ridiculous to me. They have her dressed a bit more normally for this collab, I think.
We do not serve kings, nor do we kill for money.
Probably not a reference then, but it's hard to tell.
For the freedom of mankind.
I don't know what the name Regulus means at all, outside of, like, being related to regular. Okay. Headmaster at the beginning? Wasn't the original headmaster, like, the geezer? The old man?
That's
Oh,
very
legacy.
noble of you.
So this would
I
be like
imagine you face
Hogwarts
many
in an
obstructions
earlier
to that
time
goal.
or something.
Am I right that these Templars are one of those obstacles?
See, they've long been opposed to us. They prefer to impose their vision of order on others. They will stop at nothing until they control the whole world.
If order is what they're after, this apple does sympathize with them to some extent. There is no such thing as absolute justice, but we can all do our best to pursue it.
No. Nothing of what they do could be called justice. This order they believe in is only a disguise. All they truly desire is control. Their rise to power would be the end of freedom. No one would be spared.
Oh no. The man furrows his brows, his expression revealing an unusual hint of disdain. Okay, be Dumbledore, that's his name. Before him was Regulus Black.
I see.
Burton relaxes her stance, satisfied with the hooded man's answers.
Ask anything of us, we will do it for you. Anything within our reach.
All right. As Mr. Apple is already deeply involved in this, I must admit, I am curious about his change in appearance. Maybe we will find our answer to that in this secret chamber.
Grazie, amica.
Va bene. Now that we've reached an agreement, allow me to continue studying this manuscript.
I've seen this before.
Signorina Sotheby only borrowed it for us. We'll have to return it soon, so our time is short. Let's get started and see what clues we can find.
I can't make heads or tails of it. Ezio, I'm afraid I'll be needing those keen, all-seeing eyes of yours. Use eagle vision to find the hidden information of the fresco. Leave it to me. There's the all-seeing eye. What? Severus is Black's older brother or father. Wait, you're not sure which? Oh, I can move it around. That's cool. Let's keep it there then. Haven't I seen this symbol somewhere before? Oh, the eye. It's exactly like those on the frescoes. This is getting interesting. Quick, let's see what's on the next page. Hooray, I can't write anymore. One moment. Ah, there you are. The strokes and colors look familiar. Now, whose style could this possibly be?
This is most confusing. Almost every fresco has one of these humanoid symbols, each adopting a different pose.
I once read something similar in a detective story. It could be a secret code, used between close friends to encrypt their conversation, like Typhon and Orthrus.
Typhon doesn't actually communicate with anyone except for you, Sotheby. And even that's a little suspect.
You mean this might be an encrypted version of ancient Greek? The grammar doesn't seem to match.
Leonardo suddenly turns the pages, slamming his finger on his new discovery.
Mr. Leonardo, we haven't finished. Do you mind?
Her face!
Uccello. It's Paolo Uccello. The copies cannot recreate every detail of the originals, but still the style makes itself evident. The perspective is perfect, and the geometric figures are so precise that it almost starts to get dull. There is no doubt. This is Paolo Uccello's work.
What's wrong, Ezio?
Is he dead?
I know the name. My mother used to be a patron of his.
What?
I was young when we met. All I remember is that he was a shy man who kept his head low as he worked. He left before what happened to my family. Then we lost touch.
The assassin lets his eyes rest on the flickering candlelight in the corner.
I haven't seen him since.
Ezio's mother, La Señora Maria Auditore, is a kind-hearted patrona. She has sponsored many artists, myself included. I never expected Uccello to be involved, though I've heard he was a strange man. He became obsessed with his studies on perspective. Then eventually he disappeared.
Oh.
Not even his family knew where he went. It was declared that he died some time ago. 1475, I believe. But some claim that he is still alive, still painting, scratching out a living somewhere far from civilization.
Ah, okay, so they had the same name, and they differentiated with the old senior-junior trick.
Hold on. Take a look at the lines in the other frescoes. This bird, its lines are rougher than Uccello's. These were drawn by someone else, an imitator.
You're right.
Yeah, Severus was Snape, right? The guy that everyone wanted, like, Adam Driver to play?
This apple hadn't expected an assassin to be so cultured, Ezio.
Leonardo pats Ezio on the shoulder, smiling.
Don't be fooled by his rough exterior, Signore. The Auditores were once one of the great families of Firenze. Not so powerful as the Medicis, but still.
Ahem. Ezio only responds with a few coughs, indicating that the topic should shift.
As Leonardo said, my mother has been a patron of many artists, including Uccello. I've seen his work many times on the walls of our home in Monteriggioni.
This is...
Leonardo jumps up, looking particularly serious.
Signore, I believe I may have discovered the location of the hidden chamber.
Goodness me! You figured that out before I could even finish the manuscript.
Mi rincresce, mia signorina. Once I begin, it is hard to stop the mechanisms of my mind.
Leonardo straightens out his hair, looking somewhat bashful.
Take a look. It's a copy of the dome's blueprint. I've never seen anything so perfect in its design. The design was inspired by the Pantheon, and Brunelleschi invented the double-layer dome on that basis.
What a genius idea! The two shells serve as a buttress to each other, so that the dome could avoid from collapsing, even at this size.
Precisely! But see here, the tunnel between the two shells is scarcely wide enough for a man to fit through. That is, except for this space below the ribs.
Which means the secret chamber has to be there.
Appunto. But it's no more than an inference for now. We must visit the Duomo to confirm it for ourselves. Ezio, you're familiar with this structure, aren't you? You've been beneath its catacombs.
I am. I have, but the cathedral will be under careful watch by the Templars. I doubt we can slip in undetected. We need another way in.
Don't worry. I have already devised a way.
Leonardo winks and smiles, which suggests a surprise.
Have you heard of my work there? The Assumption of Mary?
Like, Mary the Mother of Christ? Alright, let's show off Regulus. If I have her. Knight, Baby Blue, Necrologist Matilda, Anise Ulu Desert Flannel. Alright, I do not have Regulus, so let's... Alright, that's Regulus from Reverse 1999. Looking a little sassy, a little dangerous, about to slap down some records and blast some righteous tunes or something, I'm sure. She was one of the first characters released, and she shows up in a ton of stories. Anyway, that's Regulus. I'm not pulling, but here's the gotcha. So that is Ezio. Looks a little bit different there than he does on the other one. I think that's his other outfit. Chirps and chatter. Afternoon of the next day. Cathedral central nave, cathedral interior.
Is that you, Signore Leonardo? Thank God. I still hadn't truly believed the rumors of your return.
I know. There was some trouble in Milan.
We've heard about the scandal concerning Duke Sforza. How savage.
That's why I came back, with a creative fever inspired by my pains.
The old priest gasps as if the young painter's words stung his ears.
Capisco. So, then have you come to finish the Assumption of Mary? It's been 4 years since you left. We've been careful to leave it untouched. Now, by the light of the Lord, you're finally back. We emptied the Duomo as you requested. I promise no one will bother you.
Grazie. I must get to work right away. My inspiration may fade at any moment.
But who are these signorine?
Good day, Father. I'm here as Signore Leonardo's apprentice.
And, why... I'm here to evaluate his work for my father, of course.
Allow me to present Father Alberto, Signorina Sotheby Domenico. She's provided huge support for my art career, so to show my gratitude, I've asked her to model.
For the Assumption of Mary?
The old priest dabs a bead of sweat from his forehead unconscious. Oh man, I know Dab had a different meaning for this, and that's hilarious.
La Signorina is a bit young, don't you think? And not exactly how I had pictured Mary.
Who is the artist, Father? Do not let your mind be so entrenched by outdated styles. When you look for a model, you must focus on their soul, not simply their flesh. You pay too much attention to her appearance, yet neglect what's inside. The Assumption of Mary depicts La Madonna's reception into heaven, not just in body, but in spirit as well. And what do you think best captures that moment, Father?
He's confused.
Huh? Why are you looking at me?
Leonardo gestures at Sotheby, presenting her like a showman.
Esatto. That innocence and vitality. She may be a little young, but her spirit is perfect. In fact, it is that innocence which makes her more qualified than anyone. She will be indispensable for my work, for my inspiration, you know?
Oh well. Then I must thank you for your compliments, Signor Leonardo.
That convinced me once again, Leonardo. Although, something tells me that we should go deeper into this topic. Another time, perhaps. For now, I will trust in your piety and capability. Please let me know if you need anything else.
As it happens, there is something, Father. You see, I would like to try some new perspective techniques on this work. I know that Paolo Uccello is a master of perspective. Do you have any of his works around?
Si, San George and the Dragon, one of his masterpieces.
Ah, but I have already seared this one into my mind. Have you any others?
Yes, there's another fresco in the dome. but it was suspended midway by the sponsor, the Arte della Lana.
Oh?
More than a dozen artisans and artists, including Signore Uccello, the chief painter, participated in this project. But none of them received a single florin for their work. Che Dio li benedica.
Oh no.
Oh, how terrible. Those poor artists. What happened?
Somebody die?
This was nearly 20 years ago. I suppose it was simply too expensive. The dome itself is rarely visited. It is only natural that our money go to the central nave, where all the faithful might see it. I should leave you to your work, Signore. Che Dio vi benedica tutti.
Alberto crosses his heart and leaves.
They're finally gone. All right, time to start Operation Florence Typhoon! Wait, where's Vertin?
Right behind you.
Oh, where did you go? We're about to get started.
I wanted to make sure that there was no one else in the cathedral before we began. I believe we are alone now. We shouldn't be disturbed for some time.
It's always good to be cautious, Signorina. I should signal Ezio and Signora Apple now. They've waited long enough.
Is there something wrong, Vertin? You don't look well.
I'm fine. I'm not used to the smells here.
Ah.
The smells? It's frankincense. And myrrh. Those are the most prominent ones I can detect. I believe there may be some other local florals. I wonder if all the incense is meant to make you dizzy on purpose. What better way is there to see clouds and angels?
That's a clever theory.
But heavy incense can certainly be unpleasant for some people. Oh! But Miss Sotheby has the perfect thing to help!
She flings open her bag and retrieves a potion.
Apply 2 drops just inside your nose, and you should be right as rain.
Thank you.
Nearby rooftop cathedral.
The weather is truly lovely today, isn't it?
The golden apple basks cozily underneath the Tuscan sun.
Any sign of the signal yet?
Not yet.
A short time later, the assassin makes his way to the apple's side.
There's a window near the reeds. We should be able to sneak in through there.
Marvelous. All that's left to do is to wait for their signal. The sun is so warm and gentle right now. Like sipping a cup of fresh-made Cornish tea. Ouch!
Chirp?
A bird? Did it think this apple was a fine-looking snag? It has letters on it. It Nava.
Oh, hey there, Vexy. Currently, I am playing Reverse 1999. This is a very heavy story gacha game. And they just released today a story based on a mix of the normal Reverse 1999 historical time travel story and Assassin's Creed. Also kind of a historical time travel story. A very unusual pairing that works out so conveniently I never suspected it. Anyway, we're about halfway through today's stream. I am Walter Snackle Fox. I am a Foxboy VTuber from the Snackleverse, and I do a lot of gacha streams, but also some indie retro and some maybe programming and board game streams eventually. Welcome in. How are you doing?
Let me see. It's mirrored font, one of Leonardo's codes. You reverse it to get the true message. Avanti. Action.
Okay. So currently the story is that the Knights Templar
what about this
kind
bird?
of... Oh, Are you also Onyx? Oh, that's right. That's right. It's been a little bit, sorry. A couple weeks. Maybe a month or two. Okay. So anyway, welcome in, Vexy. I did remember the name, but I couldn't remember where. Do you know Assassin's Creed?
Another of his bizarre inventions. It has to hit something to stop. You should be thankful. He's improved it from his last design. It used to fly so fast that it would knock you off your feet.
Remarkable. It is an amazing invention. If I were you, I would suggest that he take good care of all his blueprints, so they might be passed down in the future.
Ezio smiles.
It wouldn't do any good. His genius may well be forgotten since he guards his ideas so jealously. He writes everything in ciphers like this. He would rather see his work burn than have someone else complete it for him. He won't worry about the future until it comes. That's just his way.
And what about you, Ezio?
The assassin looks down at his own shadow.
I am an assassin. We work in the dark to serve the light. I don't want to be remembered.
That sounds lonely. Do you mind if I ask something? You've avoided speaking about your family. It sounds like something terrible happened. Are they why you became an assassin?
It is a long story. My father and brothers were killed by the Templars.
Ouch. The assassin covers his face beneath his hood and replies in a soft voice.
I was only 17. So much has changed since then. I've changed.
I'm terribly sorry, Ezio. Forgive me. I should never have brought it up.
Apple falls silent for a moment. It seems almost as if his golden skin loses its shine.
It's not your fault.
His eyes trace the flight of an eagle in the distance. Then he turns and his face seems as gloomy as midnight.
It was 3 in the morning. I placed their bodies on a boat, performed their last rites, and then lit their pyre. I watched as it drifted away down the Arno. The pride of the Auditores. Yet I couldn't even bury them properly. All I could do was keep my enemies' names in mind. Fieri di Pazzi, Francesco di Pazzi, Uberto Alberti. I took their lives. Every last one of them.
Oh? The wind blows a painful sigh.
I don't think I've told anyone that for a long time.
I can't imagine the pain. Not to mention how hard it must have been to overcome it.
He shakes his head with a bitter smile.
I didn't. You don't overcome that sort of pain. No. I took it in, and made it part of myself. I feel it again, raw and new. Every time I draw my blade, it's always there, guiding me from each target to the next.
But you said that assassins only kill for a just cause. Isn't that just killing for revenge?
Ezio looks out of his hood with a cold stare.
Revenge can be a just cause if it rights injustice. I have to believe that. Someone's here.
Ezio grabs Apple and moves like a shadow behind a nearby chimney. Not long after, 2 Templars round the edge of the roof.
Cazzo!
The whole Duomo has been blocked for some honored guests. Even Signore Rodrigo can't get us in. I didn't know it sunk this low.
Oh, we can watch how they get in.
Some kind of apple? Is it related to the relics?
What now?
The other Templar reaches for his neck.
A poison arrow.
He falls to the ground before finishing the words.
What? Assassin! Assassin over here!
Oh. Convenient. We get to do
Show me what
another
you got.
fight.
The show's on, hounds. I've got some treble brew.
Handy.
Ready? Aim.
I'm with you, Noah. Even for a great.
He's out.
Fresh from the crucible.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy your Minecraft.
Stay put. This'll hurt longer than me.
Alright, that's taken out.
The way forward requires a determined heart to resist temptation.
That should be the last one. But the Templars will be on high alert. We need to hurry.
Si, signore. it's dusty in here. Are you sure this is the right way, Ezio?
It's the only one that isn't crawling with Templars, so it has to be.
I guess that's a good point.
Look, there's light ahead.
They find a narrow stairway moving around the corner. A beam of light illuminates the space through the vent.
Oh, who would have guessed? A secret tunnel.
Let's go, amico.
It's clear no one has been here for a long time, yet a sense of danger chokes the air.
The brick patterning. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
The dome's bricks are arranged diagonally, layered all the way into the shadow at the top.
We call it the Spina di Pesce, herringbone. Another of Brunelleschi's innovations. I know next to nothing about architecture, but Leonardo would say it helps to carry the weight of the dome.
Yeah, it should.
That makes perfect sense. The diagonal arrangement must prevent them from shifting under the immense weight. A positively genius design. And to realize it, the bricks must have been layered with incredible precision.
Apple sighs unconsciously.
That would explain why it took so long to complete. 16 years. I'm certain it must have been exciting to witness its completion after so much time. Brunelleschi, Leonardo, Uccello. Your hometown is full of amazing people, Ezio. This apple wishes he had been born here.
Ezio turns, looking over at the wall.
There is no city quite like Firenze.
Like a row of steadfast soldiers, the bricks extend upward as the assassin climbs the stairs. Like silent observers over the course of history.
What's wrong?
There's something on the wall.
Several humanoid symbols have been hidden in a nook.
These appear to be the same symbols from the manuscript.
Then we're on the right path.
Look, another symbol over there.
One pursuer, two pursuers, three. The symbols appear one after another as if guiding the way.
We must be close. Avanti.
He speeds up his pace. After turning several corners, Ezio spots a beam of light. The symbols converge on a single destination. What lies ahead? An answer or more questions? Ezio takes a deep breath and walks into the dazzling light. The blinding light slowly dims, giving way to the gentle warmth of candlelight. When he opens his eyes again, he sees several discolored frescoes. In the middle of these silent figures, flowers and birds, a blank space.
So, this is the secret chamber.
Really? Thought they'd have to unlock something. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens." Is that a reference to the Tower of Babel?
These murals have nearly faded away.
Nonetheless, it appears we can rule out a biblical scene, nor does it appear to connect with any significant Greco-Roman mythology. Perhaps there's some metaphor hidden in the narrative of these paintings. And if we can figure it out, we will find our way to the secret chamber. The problem is, there are so many murals. Where do we begin?
In most cases, you view a fresco straight ahead and from top to bottom.
In this order, they seem to be telling a simple story about a group of people and a peculiar bird.
Bird?
Simple and straightforward. Except for this part.
Ezio gazes at the blank area at the center of the fresco. As if by silent agreement, the faded pigments around it all keep their distance. All the questions seem to center there.
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this? My face! Why have you made it look so horrible?
Please don't worry, Signorina. This is only the first stage of my draft. I must draw out the details in rough so that you won't end up looking like an empty shell. They will help to express how you stand, move around, and exhibit feelings.
Really? Then Miss Sotheby will still look pretty, right? Once you've finished with all the glamorous colors and those adorable little angels.
In a sort of way, yes. Except, of course, that it won't be you. It will be the Virgin Mary. But other than that, you'll have everything you hope for, including all the colors and the little angels.
Hooray!
Haha!
I hadn't actually thought you'd use the time to paint.
Of course. And we must take our work seriously at that. Father Alberto may show up for an inspection at any time.
I see. I notice you've used some guidelines in the background. Are you using linear perspective theory?
The painter's eyes light up with surprise and delight.
Caspita, I hadn't expected you to know about that.
Where we come from, mastering this fundamental concept is essential for every artist.
Cosa? A fundamental? That would make your homeland some kind of painter's paradise. Don't tell me even your snails can paint.
Even your snails?
Oh, that would be such a delight, don't you think? I've never painted snails, but I've painted eggs. Mr. Carson once told me it was a part of your training method that...
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. Perhaps, Mr. Leonardo, you could tell us more about your use of linear perspective. My understanding of it might differ from yours.
Con piacere.
With pleasure. Do you see these lines? Objects can be made to look larger or smaller depending where they are in the line using them, so we can create a convincing sense of depth. Wow. Now try extending them and see what happens. Exactly. These are orthogonals or perspective lines. These lines spring from the vanishing point. There are many other orthogonals on the painting. Try and look for the rest.
Two vanishing points, huh? I wonder if a painting can have 3, 4, or an infinite number of vanishing points. Wait, I guess they would get all tangled and messed up that way. What was I thinking?
Multiple vanishing points, waning sanctuaries. Eureka! I can't believe I didn't think of it sooner. If the whole thing is connected to Paolo Cello, then of course, linear perspective would be crucial for solving the riddle.
He turns around, excitement gleaming in his eyes as he looks at his two bewildered companions.
Do you still remember the riddle? Subcadente fulgore, cadencia sanctuaria.
Under the waning glow, the waning sanctuaries unite.
Could waning sanctuaries be his way of saying vanishing points?
See? I believe so. Following this logic, then for them to unite must refer to the intersection of the lines extending from the vanishing points, and waning glow naturally must refer to the setting sun.
He raises his brush, pointing toward the window.
In other words, we need to find the intersection of the vanishing points before the sun sets.
But the riddle didn't specify which painting, did it?
It must be a fresco right outside the secret chamber. Rumors say the secret chamber switch is hidden within a mysterious fresco. A fresco often consists of multiple sections. If all of them employ linear perspective,
Then there will be a lot of vanishing points to follow.
The sound of the bells tolling reverberates through the building, mingling with the rising smoke from a nearby censer.
by the bells, it must be 5 already. We must hurry and inform Ezio of our discovery. We won't be able to solve the riddle once night falls. Time is of the essence.
Uh-huh. Then it's time we take action. Mr. Leonardo, please stay here and keep Father Alberto busy while Vertin and I inform Mr. Apple about...
The fog from the censer thickens.
Where have these clouds come from? I feel like... I could use some shut-eye right now.
No, this isn't time to sleep. We must find... Wait. What are we trying to find?
It's sleeping gas. Cover your nose. Hurry.
The two lean on each other, but soon collapse to the floor together.
Sotheby! Leonardo! Not good. This fog is getting thicker by the second.
She scrambles to get away, but soon falls to the floor with the others. After an unknown amount of time, soft footsteps echo in the darkness.
Leonardo? What's going on here? Have you fallen asleep?
Their silence is a silent affirmation.
Keep on sleeping, poor lambs. And may you have sweet dreams. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
What? See, by the way. about 16. A shorter story. Maybe we can get it done tonight. Chamber entrance, cathedral interior.
Uccello.
Who? Where? Oh, sorry. I hadn't meant to drift asleep. It's just that so much has happened over the past few days.
The assassin's attention is fixed intently on the fresco before him.
Perhaps the bird in the fresco represents Uccello himself. Uccello means bird, after all.
So then, in these paintings, Uccello is a wondrous bird that has many followers.
A metaphor.
It seems like we're nearly there, but something's still missing. Perhaps I can take a closer look.
Apple floats slightly upward to the blank area. As if in perfect synchronization, a beam of light passes through the stained glass, illuminating Apple in the blank area before him. Fervent reds, vivid greens, a panoply of new colors blossom in the light, only to fade like the ebbing tide.
You saw that too, right?
Ezio nods.
There were colors. Fleeting, yes. But no trace of color is ever fully erased. Let's see.
Ezio wipes the blank section of the wall, then sniffs his hand.
There's a faint metallic smell.
Metallic smell? But this apple doesn't see anything on the wall that could create such a smell.
Trust me. In my line of work, I've become very familiar with this scent.
It's gotta be the paint. There is an unwavering confidence in his tone.
I do hope you aren't implying that those awful rumors that Mr. Leonardo told me yesterday are true.
Then they cut their wrists to shed blood, mixed it with hair and soil, and mixed the painting.
No. I refuse to follow this train of thought. It must be something else, something less gory. Give me a minute. Metal oxidation, frescoes, and pigment.
A series of keywords emerge and intertwine in his mind until the final piece of the puzzle falls into place.
Oh, I've got it! Many artists in this era use pigments derived from minerals such as ochre, lapis lazuli, and chromium compounds. When exposed to moisture, they undergo oxidation, which may be the source of this metallic scent.
Apple stares at the blank space in front of him.
Yes, it all makes sense now. I've cracked the code to this perplexing riddle, and the answer shines brighter than ever before.
A deliberate pause, as if awaiting thunderous applause from his audience.
Per favore.
The assassin stifles a laugh and makes a polite bow to suggest he continue.
I can only conclude that the artist used a special pigment that's only visible under specific lighting.
Only visible under specific lighting? How? That sounds like sorcery.
This isn't sorcery, amico. It's science. Back in this apple's timeline, I mean homeland, pigments like this are not particularly rare. But why does this phenomenon seem to be receptive to my body? Oh, I see!
Apple's golden glow grows even brighter like a small rising sun.
So this apple is no different than a kind of optical filter.
But for how long? The light from before faded.
As you might know, sunlight consists of various wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation.
Gotta confuse him.
I don't get it.
Never mind that. Let's assume this pigment is only visible under specific colors of light. Say, red light or orange light.
Okay.
At dusk, when the sun is near the horizon, its rays travel through the atmosphere at a steeper angle, which diffuses the blue and ultraviolet light, causing the sunlight to appear more orange and red. A sunset, in other words. Building on this, if we use an optical filter to block out even more blue and ultraviolet wavelengths...
You may as well get to the point, Signore Apple, because you've lost me.
Apple twirls excitedly in midair.
With the right amount of red and orange light, the pigment on the walls should become visible.
But for how long? The light from before faded in an instant.
Well, that's true. Highly limited in duration, and in size too. Nothing like the breathtaking display Leonardo demonstrated in the monastery. It may require a particular angle to achieve the desired effect. However, figuring that out will take some complex mathematical calculations.
They both pause to examine the painting. The white space remains undisturbed, impervious to its observers.
So, this is Uccello's final puzzle, huh? All this has really piqued my curiosity, Ezio. What kind of a man was this Paolo Uccello?
Alright, well thank you for stopping in. It's been enjoyable so far. I like the puzzle solving element here. And I didn't see it earlier, but I do notice now the vanishing points all line up at the center, it kind of feels like.
I can't even recall his face, though I'm not surprised by his use of riddles. If he is anything like the other artists I know. They all like hiding puzzles in their work. It's a means of protecting them from imposters. I do know he has a passion for drawing birds. That's part of the reason they call him Uccello.
You can tell from the meticulous detailing he painted them with.
Other than that, though, he was quite ordinary.
Not as lively as Leonardo, nor as eccentric as Brunelleschi.
Is that so? Yet this ordinary man had a mind as vast as the universe itself. Not only was he a legendary painter, but he was also a pioneer in perspective and lighting. The perplexing puzzles he left in his works have proved an enduring challenge for scholars to decipher. Not to mention, he seems to be one of these Compliners cultists.
Ezio doesn't seem to give the accusation much weight. Reaching out his hand, he gently brushes the chipped wall.
He was also a Florentine, and it's no wonder that a Florentine can work wonders.
The fog in the central nave is cleared. She awakens feeling like her body is filled with lead.
Sotheby? Leonardo?
Don't hate me, please.
Verdin notices a half-open censer on the altar table.
That must have been the source of the sleeping gas. Thank you, Miss Sotheby. That potion you gave me seems to have mitigated the effects of the gas.
I'm not tasty. Really?
The sleeping young lady appears gripped in a terrible nightmare.
Seems they aren't going to be waking up anytime soon. There you go.
The dozing duo are dragged behind the altar, hidden beneath the holy protection of its shadow.
You should be safe here, for the time being.
Ugh. Angels' trumpets are poisonous. Keep clear from them.
Sigh.
I'm sorry. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Bene. Our reinforcements are in position. I understand that the Padre already took care of the rats in the central nave. You, go fetch them and lock them up.
Si, comandante.
The rest of you will follow me to eliminate our troublesome assassin. Seize the golden apple and claim those relics. Now pull yourselves together. We can't let this assassin get the drop on us. So if I catch any of you slacking off, you're going to wish I'd kicked you off the ledge here. Capito?
Si, comandante.
May the Father of Understanding guide... Huh?
The Templar commander notices a slender shadow behind a brick chimney.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Good afternoon, sir.
You. Aren't you that visitor from last night?
A breeze sweeps through, carrying up the tension in the air.
Don't tell me. You snuck your way up here for some sightseeing, Signor. Prendetela!
The waves and we unite as one. Those 4 sailors.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
The show's on, hounds.
I've got some trouble brewing. Cersei taught me this one.
Oh, that hit a lot harder.
From some distant relations.
Time waits for no one, even for a great.
Tiny bit of health left.
You'd better think twice.
And then he just dies.
That's what it's all about. Like.
Muoviti! Flank her from the other side! She must be with the assassins! Don't let her get away!
Obviously, these tiles weren't made for running. Her foundation training didn't include any programs on rooftop evasion.
I need to find Ezio and Mr. Apple, but...
The enormous dome looms ahead, the dark ventilation grates resembling dim watchful eyes of giant beasts. Far from a welcoming sight.
How should I get inside?
It appears you're lost, Signorina. Thieves, courtesans, and foreigners. I've always wondered why the assassins only attract the likes of you as allies.
It's not hard to side with the assassins, when the only other option is you.
Huh. You're just a band of faithless lowlifes, nothing more.
She inches backward, but finds there's no more roof left to meet her step.
Do you cherish your life, Signorina? Or will you leap down like one of those suicidal assassins?
Laughter erupts from the advancing thugs. Her heart beats faster and faster as if it might burst up from her throat at any moment. A throwing knife pierces through the commander's eye. Ouch.
My eye!
Dead on. Flashes of flying blades flicker in the chaos. The Templars fall from the rooftop one by one. Just around the corner, a grayish figure stands silently, like a phantom in the sunlight.
Ezio.
Follow the wall on the right until you see a mechanical bird. I placed it there to mark a hidden window. Your friend's waiting for you there.
What about you?
The assassin takes a step forward, directing his gaze toward another wave of Templars. Their armor glints coldly in the waning sunlight, forming a restless silver sea on the rooftop.
I have other work to do.
Part 9, The Deadly Dusk.
Oh, I'm so relieved to see you safe and sound, Vertin. We heard the sounds of fighting from below, and Ezio decided to check if any of you were in trouble.
Sorry for worrying you. But Ezio...
The sound of fighting has ceased for a while. The dead silence feels ominous.
I'm certain Mr. Ezio can handle it. He knows what he's doing.
The Templars came prepared today. I'll go handle them. You stay here.
Are you certain? What if it's a trap? I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should go to get...
You don't need to worry. I've dealt with the Templars for many years.
The assassin flicks his wrists, the cold sheen of the hidden blades flashing in the shadows. He's always ready.
This is just yet another battle the Templars will lose. Besides, you are my friends. I won't let them put you in danger.
The assassin descends the stone steps in bounding leaps. As he moves, he looks up and gives Apple a final reassuring smile.
I promise you, we'll meet again, amico.
He's a selfless man.
And exceptionally perceptive. These Templars are indeed well prepared today. I came out of the central nave because Sotheby and Leonardo were knocked unconscious by some kind of sleeping gas.
What?
The priest, named Alberto, was likely behind it. I've hidden the two of them behind the altar. But there's no telling how long they'll be safe there.
This is bad. We still haven't figured out the trick to opening the secret chamber. Let's hurry, and we can exchange information on the way.
Step by step, the two climb up the long and narrow stone stairs.
Optical filters. Uccello. Bird.
Yes, that's all we've managed to uncover so far. What about your side? Any new clues?
She instinctively glances over the dim stairway below them.
Nothing substantial, but combining what you mentioned about the fresco and what the father said.
Yes, there's another fresco in the dome, but it was suspended midway by the sponsor, the Arte della Lana. More than a dozen artisans and artists, including Signore Uccello, the chief painter, participated in this project. But none of them received a single florin for their work. Che Dio li benedica.
If I might speculate, I think that the fresco isn't a puzzle or the key to any mystery, but rather a reflection of the experience of the artists themselves as they were painting the cathedral.
The artist's real experience? But how would you explain this surreal-looking stone?
What if it's not a stone in the first place? Perhaps it's that optical filter you proposed.
You mean that Uccello had an optical filter too? Oh, that's smart. Even in this era, an optical filter wouldn't be impossible to make. All you need is something that reflects the light properly. For example, a small piece of stained glass. Anyway, we just need to get to the secret chamber to confirm it for ourselves. We're almost there. Huh? When did he...
A priest stands in the supposedly empty room, hands behind his back, looks as if he's been there the whole time.
You seem surprised to see me here, Signore Golden Apple and Signorina Apprentice?
So you were working with them? Just as I suspected.
You hid your discovery about linear perspective from your friend to avoid being spied on, didn't you? That was wise.
Heavy footsteps come from behind the two outsiders. A group of Templars emerges from the shadows, pouring out like cobwebs in the dim light.
But it seems we weren't clever enough to see through your lies about emptying the cathedral.
I never lied. What a baffling accusation. All I have done is call in my dear friends who had been exposed to the scorching sun, while you were sleeping on the job.
I don't understand. You seem like a respectable man of the cloth. Why would you betray your faith to serve the Templars?
The priest's face darkens.
Betray? I've been a Templar all along. There was no one to betray.
But isn't Leonardo your friend?
Even the closest of friends may keep a secret or two from one another, don't they? It's not so different from his secret connections with the assassins.
This truly is an era of distrust.
Ah, and speaking of our friend Leonardo and that, model girl. I admit you hid them quite well. It took our men some time to find them.
Ignoring the anxious look from the young woman, the priest casually paces in front of the fresco, admiring it as if it was any other painting.
So beautiful. I've always liked the way the lime layers peel away. Like buried sins exposed to the light. Layer after layer stripped away. It's a kind of purification.
He turns around and reverently makes the sign of the cross over his chest.
Now, open the chamber if you still care about the safety of your friends.
Let me warn you. Ezio Auditore is on his way here. He will stop at nothing to destroy you, Templars.
Seems like he's been tricked. The declaration seems to have no effect on the priest.
Ezio, you say? Oh, I'm afraid I must be the one to tell you he's not coming back.
What? What do you mean by that?
Alberto steps to the window, looking down at the red-tiled rooftops below.
You will find we are also quite experienced in dealing with assassins. He will find his eternal rest here in Firenze this day.
Ouch. The Creed. Blood. Some say Florence is a lamb baptized in Glorian blood. So much blood has been spilled here by the Romans and the saints, and those who fought for freedom.
Give it up, assassin. The old city is looking for you. You won't get away this time. Our orders are clear. Secure the relics and the golden apple. And one equally important command from the Pope himself. Kill the assassin Ezio Auditore.
We will help you open the secret chamber.
Vertin, we can't just... Wait. When did you figure out how to open the secret chamber?
Alberto offers a satisfied clap.
Bene, bene. It's time you shared your little secret.
Vertin.
Everything will be all right. Now, let's pay attention to the fresco.
Her calm tone is a mask worn over a swirling pool of anxiety.
Can you recall the riddle?
Of course. It's how we got this far. Subcadenti fulgore.
Under the waning glow,
sanctuaria
the waning
coniuncuntur.
sanctuaries unite.
Leonardo proposed that these waning sanctuaries must refer to vanishing points. And by unite, he means the place these vanishing points connect.
Which is all in the center area.
So we need to find where they are connected. What does the other half of the sentence mean then? Under the waning glow.
Could it be that the optical filter, I suppose that's me, must be placed at their intersection at dusk?
I believe so.
Well done, my obedient lambs. You've cracked the puzzle quite nicely. Now what follows is just some tedious work from my side.
Released from the priest's sensor, wisps of fog stretch and encroach inch by inch within the small enclosed space.
This apple feels light and dizzy. Are we in heaven now?
It's that sleeping gas again. Hold your breath.
Hold my...
Time seems to have stopped moving. The air is filled with heavy doses of scopolamine and atropine. They alter colors, twist lines, and disregard all physical laws effortlessly.
Ooh. As above, so below. As below, so above.
Stolto, do you think I'd give you the chance to buy time for your friends?
The priest's figure tilts and bends in their vision. Only his lips seem to remain in place.
We will bring order to this chaotic world. By straying from order, you invite your own doom. You're bound to fail.
Huh?
The sharp, clear cry of an eagle snaps the timekeeper back to awareness. The priest paces over to the stained glass window. At first he looks anxious, but then he appears to relax.
My memory is as poor as ever. It's nearly dusk, and our assassin is most assuredly dead.
Dust-covered stained glass and blood spray intertwine. The priest kneels in the sunset light, glaring down, staring up at his own death reflected.
Ezio! How?
A faint metallic scent lingers in the air, blood and dust staining the assassin. He arrives just in time.
You claim to bring order, but all you do is seek control. Fortunately, neither the world nor its people will bow so easily.
Another battle? Aye. Balanced mode.
The waves and we unite as one.
Don't fall for his tricks, Ezio.
This world has fallen to sin. Only the Templars have the strength to put it in order. We are the instruments of this world's salvation.
Alright, we have...
I've got them. Ready? The show's on, hounds.
Our minds are as one.
Give this a pace.
Fire!
I'm with you, no. Even for a great...
Alright, he's not gonna live that long if he can't take that.
This in relation.
Not quite halfway done, though.
The plan failed.
Get ready.
Push that
This
out.
is going to be a crowd pleaser.
Pansy.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered. Wait for the pop. Agree to disagree.
Oh, he's got a shield. How sneaky. Great.
A wine-colored ballad.
Grab that.
Those four
and boost her
saints.
up. Now she's got really strong crit. Throw out.
Climb aboard and
Snake
be
attack.
your maker. Science.
Snake attack. And boosted Milani attack. Level 2. Alright, this is our first time seeing this on stream. first time we've needed it, gotten this far, that she could use her channel.
Sailors, get ready.
The stars are within your reach.
But hopefully he doesn't get that much shield again, because that was hard to punch through. Atonement, huh? Alright, we can fire off this again. Okay, he did not get his shield back.
The show's on, hounds.
She will... I can give this turn, she can cast it again.
I've got some trouble brewing.
9 different songs.
Ready? Aim?
Those poor sailors.
Time waits for no one.
I was able to use up almost all of my cards right there, getting out all of these attacks.
You never even stood a chance, old man.
We have gone so far astray from the light.
Don't let your guard down. He likely still has something up his sleeve.
Alright, so he just lost his
They are
health.
led to destruction by their delusions, brought to catastrophe by their ignorance. They must perish.
Alright, he got his life back. Second mode.
Fresh from the crucible.
Cersei taught me this one.
I never miss. Most of the time, anyway.
Please accept this ring as a gift.
Oh, did that hurt? No, a bit. Alright, throw this out
Get
again.
ready. This is going to be a
Throw this out
reward,
again.
and prepare to meet your maker. Science.
Start charging up. Isabeth again. More snakes.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered. Plan A.
Alright,
Wait for the pop.
still got quite a bit of damage. We'll see how it goes. So, Lepera adds some more channeled stacks to her boost.
The stars
She gives her
are within
teammates
your
more
reach.
bullets. Isabeth launches her ult, and we get some more snake attacks next round.
Let's make you into something a bit more useful.
Alright, and that killed him off. Just another 2 rounds or so. Was able to finish him.
How could this be? Was this a test, Lord? Forgive me, Father.
How about you treat us all to some snacks?
Isabeth knows what's up. The few defeat the many in this battle. The priest lies on the ground, his pale, aging face disported by a rippling pool of blood.
Ezio. Sei un cane bastardo e fastidioso.
Ezio, you pestering bastard dog.
Un assassino non perde mai di vista il suo bersaglio.
Assassin never loses track of his target.
How did you survive?
You're outnumbered, assassin. There's no way you can survive this. It's better that you kneel and accept your fate. No one can withstand the order.
The doors and window on the street have all been tightly shut. The bustle on the street has disappeared. Even the wind falls silent, anticipating the worst.
Outnumbered? Where did you get that idea?
Shadows emerge from behind him, flanking him on either side.
Where did they...
Leaping down from rooftops, sneaking in from the alleys, the phantoms swiftly gather behind Ezio. The wordless determination in their eyes speaks for them. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
All those lowlifes you so readily dismissed. When I needed them, they came to our aid.
Impossible.
On one knee on the ground, the assassin stares at the priest's trembling eyes, writhing in pain.
By every soldier and summon every knight and every Templar in this city. It will never be enough.
The assassin's hidden blade is driven through the priest's heart.
No. It can't end like this.
But as it seems like the priest should breathe his last, he begins to laugh.
Assassins. You're merely puppets on a string. Driven by delusion. Each life you take brings you one step closer to the darkness.
Così sia.
Let it be so. Entering the darkness is not a curse for us, it is our most solemn duty. An assassin does not fear the darkness any more than an eagle would fear the sky.
La fede dovrebbe dare conforto.
Faith should bring comfort, not pain. He closes the fallen priest's eyes with undue reverence.
Requiescat.
Rest in peace. Primavera 11.
Oh, thank heavens! No more befuddling riddles and clouds of sleeping gas. I've never loved this world as much as I do now. You were quite clever to cooperate with Alberto to stall for time. But how did you know that Ezio was coming to save us?
I didn't know. But I knew that irritating Alberto would risk the safety of Sotheby and Leonardo. Moreover, I think I may have actually figured out what the relics truly are.
A small brownish shadow flashes past the window.
Hmm? That sound is familiar, isn't it?
I'll take a look.
Another clumsy little bird carrying its creator's encrypted message.
Sicuro. He means he's safe. Looks like my friends from the Thieves Guild have already rescued Leonardo and Signorina Sotheby.
You seem to have a lot of friends. I always thought that assassins worked alone.
Smiling, the assassin shakes his head.
Quite the opposite. True assassins are more than just killers. We are the manifestation of a belief. A belief in freedom, and the ability to fight for it. We do not hold to any authority but our own. We are free to follow our own path, and many share that belief. That's why we are never alone.
Just like the artists that painted these, I imagine they must see each other as fellow believers in art.
For a moment, everyone takes a moment to appreciate the modeled frescoes surrounding them.
So, the outline of their story should be clear now.
One by one, the pages that had been scattered to an unknown corner of history fall neatly together. They should have been carried away by the winds of time, like fallen leaves. But if these pages were meant to be rediscovered someday, then yes. Now is that moment.
About 20 years ago, a group of painters led by Uccello started working on the fresco here. even today, you can still sense the enthusiasm in their work.
The essence of linear perspective lies not only in reproducing reality, but in the narrative quality of space itself.
You have only scratched the surface. If you truly want to grasp the essence of the concept, I suggest you review Plato's theory of forms, rather than simply copying nature. As artists, we should strive to reveal their true ideas through our work.
I'm so jealous of them. They are so talented and knowledgeable. Unlike me, I feel dizzy just seeing those guidelines.
Bah! Let me show you some tricks. Better than your linear perspective.
Oh?
Here, Uccello lifted a stained glass to showcase his wondrous optical phenomenon.
Not again, Uccello! You can't keep altering our work with that strange pigment of yours! What a mess. It goes against our patron's instructions. What if they find out about it?
Look closely.
The modified colors and lines do give the work a little more life. Fine, I admit it. You know what you're doing.
He's right. I say we keep it. It's not like our patrons are ever smart enough to figure these things out anyway.
It never occurred to me painting could be so liberating. Thank you for enlightening me.
Huh? Of course. To paint is to find freedom. That is what it always has been.
It was a time of joy and of meaningful creation, but it didn't last long.
I'm sorry. We must suspend funding. There is simply no money to pay.
All at once, the painters and artisans were kicked out of the cathedral, stripped of their right to finish their final painting, leaving no room for negotiation.
No payments and no written records were left behind.
But life had to go on. These painters and artisans scattered each one, doing what they could to earn their bread, but always returning to the unfinished fresco that tugged at their heartstrings.
That
Oh,
night,
there's the bird.
I returned to the dome, but I never expected to find Uccello there as well. Then others came, one by one. Turns out, I wasn't the only one reluctant to leave our work behind.
Again, Uccello lifted the stained glass and... Their story has come to a pause here. Now let's finish it.
He lifts Apple gently into the light. It reflects off his golden radiance as the assassin walks toward the unfinished fresco. Tell me what you need. I can see the lines, plain as day. Ezio, could you mark the orthogonals for us? Keep extending them until they converge, once more as the vanishing point, where everything disappears. So, we have 4 vanishing points. The next step is to connect the vanishing points in pairs to form 2 lines. The point where the 2 lines intersect on the blank wall is under the waning glow. And that's the very answer we've been looking for. The sole point of convergence. What's our next move? Miss Voten did say something about placing this apple at the vanishing point, didn't she? That is correct. The vanishing points, hidden beneath layers of lime and plaster pigments, finally merge in the waning sunlight. The only thing left to do is put up Apple and wait for the perfect ray of light. The light, here it comes. Outside, the bells ring out, startling a flock of rock doves. As twilight streams down over the fresco, the once drab surface begins to change color.
Let's leave something behind for our own sake. Birds with grayish feathers, bells that ring at dusk, or the Arno River running free. Let's do it with all that we have left. Our brushes and pigments.
So that is what all of this is.
Just a group of artists who cast aside all constraints, no linear perspective, no intricate designs, yet a masterpiece nonetheless. They left behind a magnificent spring for Florence. I'm gonna take a short break for the bathroom. back. I'm back. We have a little bit more to go. I guess. Complete stage, complete stage. Couple more story segments. A moment of peace. About 12.
What happened after that?
What happened after that?
The treasure hunters must have opened the secret chamber and found the Compliner's relics, right?
Well, there was no treasure inside. Just a few letters and a painter's address.
That's it? What about all those symbols? Don't tell me you made it all up.
Easy, allow me to continue. Long after the poor painters and artisans scattered to the wind, each of them received a special pigment from Uccello. They used it on other projects they worked on, leaving their signatures, these symbols behind to mark their work. And so concludes our Firenze fresco mystery. To celebrate this touching story, I've hired a team of talented artists to reproduce their paintings in a new book. And I gave it a wonderful title. La Primavera di Firenze.
The spring in Florence. The crowd lets out a chorus of dissatisfaction. What a disappointment.
È un titolo terribile.
And a lousy title.
I've got something even better here. A map straight from the Spanish court with a direct route to India. Think of the opportunities that await you.
Hidden relics, missing artists, no matter the season, you'll hear all kinds of legends in Florence just minutes after you arrive. Perhaps everyone who has ever lived here is destined to become a legend themselves. In the midst of the bustle, a Tuscan sun has quietly begun to sink below the horizon. Achoo.
I have a serious question. What is there in India that is worth all this fuss? If Marco Polo is to be believed, not even there can one escape the troublesome rumors of merchants and courtiers.
Unfortunately, humanity's thirst for gossip knows neither geographical nor temporal boundaries. But this apple still finds it so strange that all the rumors about these compliners turned out to be false, from top to bottom. Seems like, no matter the era, lies always travel faster than the truth.
Well, I wouldn't say that. In fact, the rumors didn't really hold much weight until you arrived.
Huh?
The assassin gazes out at the distant crimson clouds.
The Compliner's relics weren't the most important thing we were searching for. In fact, we were looking for an apple. One very much like you. So when you turned up, looking like the very apple we had lost, it was only natural for us, and the Templars, to keep an eye on you. Of course, it turns out you weren't the apple we were looking for.
And you're only telling me this now? I thought we were friends.
It's only because I consider you friends that I had to keep this from you. That apple brings bloodshed and war wherever it appears.
Well, then it does sound like quite the troublesome thing.
The assassin smiles.
You caused quite a stir in Firenze yourself. No need to be modest.
Esatto. You are an amazing apple in your own right. My only regret is that I never got the chance to dissect you and study your inner workings.
I hope you don't mind, but I think you may have to keep that regret forever. Miss Sotheby, why did you sneak up on me like that?
I did not. I just wanted to tell you that Vertin and I met an old gentleman down there who was kind enough to give us directions. Well, he said if we keep heading northwest along the Arno River, and then... Anyway, we'd end up in Prato Vecchio eventually.
I do believe you may have skipped some, if not all, of the necessary information.
Ezio knows the way. All we need to do now is deliver the letter to Signore Uccello. I suppose we must say goodbye to our dear Firenze for now.
Oh, that red is so vibrant, like an endless field of poppies.
It carries the brilliance and hope of the Renaissance. The red flows across the sky in a rosy stream, passing through the window flower boxes hanging over Florentine streets, and until it pours into the winding Arno River.
What did I say? This place has the best view.
It is positively gorgeous. I see why you insisted we all come up here together.
A place of beauty like this is a fitting place for farewells.
Before saying goodbye, the soft whispers between friends fade into the coming night's breeze, melting with the golden glow of the setting sun.
By the way, I had a discussion with some of my fellow painters. We discovered that Prato Vecchio is rich in a special mineral. One need only grind and heat it properly. Then presto! You have yourself some invisible pigment.
So that's the source of the pigment used in the fresco.
Uccello was born in Prato Vecchio. It's safe to assume he brought some from his hometown to Florence.
Just a hint of this powder, and you are able to create a vast array of remarkable colors. Among them, the most famous is a color some call Firenze Red.
Firenze Red.
A red that isn't too glaring or gaudy. You see it on the rooftops of the houses, the reflections of the rivers at dusk. It's no wonder many praise Florence and its magnificent red.
It's a good name.
One week later, countryside of Prato Vecchio. The bumpy journey has finally come to an end.
Finally. That darling little house up ahead must be Mr. Uccello's home.
A small farmhouse stands beneath the thick shade of olive trees ahead, the stone walls glowing white in the afternoon sun. The young lady takes a few excited strides ahead and then pauses.
Oh, I just realized something. When he learns from us that his friend Bianca has been dead for years, he might be very sad.
Signore Uccello, if he's even still alive, will be an old man by now. A man of his age grows familiar with death and farewells.
The assassin gently pats the Sotheby.
Let's go.
He steps forward, pushing open the vine-covered gate.
Oh, who are you? Where did you pop up from?
The small courtyard is vibrant with life, and a young woman with paint stains covering her dress stands alone in the sunlight.
Apologies for the intrusion, Signora. My name is Ezio Auditore from Firenze. We're here looking for Paolo Uccello. We have a letter here addressed to him from one of his friends.
Friends? I'm not sure my father would agree he had any friends.
Is that so? Well, the letter is signed Bianca.
Bianca? You should have said so earlier. Please, put the letter down. It's meant for me.
The letter mentions a particular piece of stained glass and details of the fresco in the Florence Cathedral. We assumed it must have been meant for Mr. Uccello.
The woman looks wistfully in the direction they came, then laughs as if recalling a joyful memory.
It appears I've deceived you as well. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonia Uccello, and perhaps the Uccello you friendly strangers are looking for.
What?
I see. So Bianca has passed away too.
Her paint-covered hands grip the yellowed papers tightly.
That fresco was the last work we did together. Father passed away soon after, leaving behind my sick mother and a pile of debts. I used to follow Father wherever he went, whatever job he took. Sculpture, masonry, painting, frescoes, everything. I learned all I could from him, and after he died, hoped to accept commissions independently. But as a woman, it was almost impossible. But once I left Firenze and began using father's name to make a living, some of his old patrons were kind enough to keep sending work my way, provided I concealed my true identity.
Oh, so you're the imposter!
Antonia gives the impertinent artist a glare.
I admit I tried to imitate father's style in my earlier works, but I'm much more than just an imposter now.
No. A painter's mind should be a mirror, capturing and reflecting the truth and beauty of nature. To simply copy the works of another? No, Signora. It seems you still...
Is that what you think? Well, I've heard it all before. Mine's as a mirror. Ridiculous. Let me tell you. A painter's mind should be like a sheet of transparent glass. It refracts and transforms the external world, then reconstructs its image inside the painter's brain, rather than simply copying the natural world around us.
Oh, that is an intriguing theory. Odd, perhaps, but not without merit.
You just wait here. I'll show you with one of my recent works.
She springs up and begins rummaging through a nearby stack of sheets.
She seems so full of life.
She reminds me of my sister. Women like her have seen much pain, but they never let it defeat them.
If only her understanding of painting were a bit more profound, I believe we might become good friends.
Sun rays pour through the patterned window, and the light spots dance merrily on the woodwork floor. The pot on the stove gurgles as the fresh scent of herbs fills the room. War, plague, poverty, the loss of loved ones, painful memories of the older generation now linger in the cracks of the walls beneath the leaves of the trees. Antonia has lived in this quiet refuge for a long time.
Perdonatemi, may I ask, what was your name again?
Antonia has returned, holding a yellowed sketch in her hands. She looks closely at Ezio, studying his face.
You said you are an auditore, see?
Yes. You know about my family?
I thought so. You look so familiar. I'm sure you know your mother, Maria Auditore, funded my father for a time. Father conducted a lot of his research on perspective and lighting. He passed that knowledge on to me.
I see. And you applied that knowledge to your frescoes, huh?
The artist winks playfully.
What goes around comes around, right?
Architects, sponsors, painters, artisans, assassins, outsiders. Our identities may differ, but our actions are all deeply interconnected. This apple has never felt so moved by the warmth and power of community.
I heard a lot about your family from Father. He was always very grateful to you.
Mi dispiace. If Mother hadn't cut your funding, perhaps you wouldn't have had to.
Antonia shakes her head calmly.
Your family helped us more than we could have ever asked for. Your mother once commissioned my father to paint a family portrait. Do you remember?
Family portrait? No, I had no idea.
It was many years ago, and the painting was never finished because of what happened to your family.
She moves slowly, then purposefully toward Ezio and hands him the sketch.
This is the only draft left, but I believe it should be returned to you. Consider it a token of thanks for delivering this letter all the way from Firenze.
Grazie.
Ezio takes the sketch, gently unfolding it in his hands.
This is...
On the yellowed sketch paper, a roughly drawn portrait captures all the members of the Auditore family.
Padre, Madre, Federico, Claudia, Petruccio,
This draft captures the younger version of you perfectly. I can vouch for that.
The young Ezio in the painting stands off to the side with a casual stance. Without a care in the world, the 17-year-old boy with an air at heart, eager to explore and venture without restraints. The rest of the family didn't seem to mind him. They stood against the clear Tuscan sky, their faces glowing with dignified poise.
What a lovely family portrait. Even the weather looks lovely. The painter did a great job capturing a wonderful moment.
Almost imperceptibly, Ezio's hands tremble, overwhelmed by a flood of long-held back emotions.
One of the sweetest of my life.
From somewhere, or perhaps nowhere, he hears familiar laughter in the distance. As light as the breeze, sweeping across the red rooftops, traveling over the river of time, and finally slipping out from the yellowed sketch.
It is a good life we lead, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us.
The brothers talked about something else afterward. Was it about Grappa or the bank? Or was it about the beautiful Christina? The gentle and warm memory scatters with the wind, eventually melting in the afternoon sunlight. The young auditore still remembers how they used to laugh and cry like innocent children. The entire world was waiting for them to explore. A moment of peace for the auditore. Endless war. Oh.
Essaye donc de te cacher de neuf perdus.
Defeats all the enemies. Well, this shouldn't be too hard like the others. Fight. Hit.
Show's on, hounds.
Never alone and Pansy. Our minds are as one.
Time waits for no one, even for a great one.
A little about 2.4K. 4K.
Let's make you into something a bit more useful.
Let's go some trouble brewing. Ready, aim, plan A.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Give this a taste. I
Channeling.
never most of the time anyway.
Right, shoots to kill. Melania does the light attack. A bunch of attacks, free attacks from Isabeth. And she charges up some more snake attacks next round. It's gonna take him another round to kill though. And I've got all the supers charged up.
Get ready. This is going to be the show's on, hounds.
Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science. Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Wait for the pop.
Time waits for no one, even for a great one.
They're taken out. One more guy left. And we have, yeah, plenty of damage for him.
The way forward. requires a determined heart to resist temptation.
Look at those nails. That is wild. The greedy. Oh, that was so quick.
Show me what you got.
The show's on, hounds.
9 different songs.
The show's on, hounds.
Our minds are never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Keep up the pace.
I can do Prepara next round, probably. But all I need is damage for these light enemies.
Let's see those dance.
The pan fell.
Yep. Great.
I've got some trouble.
Do
Ready?
Prepara. I heal. Doesn't matter who.
Those old sailors.
Bind that together, and I can stick this out.
Our minds are as one.
Ha! My crucible really has a mind of its own. Stay put. This will hurt longer than this. Together, we are fearless.
Devour it all.
And he's almost certainly dead this round.
Don't you dare.
Oh. She killed him.
That's what it's all about. Life or death battle and victory.
Triumph of the Hounds. Yes, these are bonus stages. Let's use a different team. And no. Let's get Windsong out here.
It depends on the budget.
Nice.
Time to verify my new hypothesis.
A new hypothesis.
Just another shift. What I'm good at. Oh look, here's another one.
Taking another look?
Ooh, did so much damage to that guy. Alright, he's dead.
Up and at it. Oh, be careful.
A good point.
Charge that up. Purge that.
Just another shift. This con should do. Home, space, and order.
The benefits of field
He's able
mapping.
to get some good merges in there.
Rise and shine.
And set up for a decent turn next
We
round.
steer together. Fly, my numerical friends. I said go away.
Yep. Oh, shell. He doesn't have a shell yet, so... Well, first of all, let's get out. I don't want to waste that.
A new hypothesis.
Yes, I got this. It's what I'm good at.
Taking another look?
Higher than a bell tower, and even the clouds. It's out with you.
Off. Finally, this guy can get what's coming. There.
An academic question.
The connection between numbers. Form the connection between numbers. Oh, be careful.
Between all of these
Limited
attacks,
scale, infinite lines.
we're gonna get off a serious attack from Windsong and then the follow-up attacks from 37.
Confirm the coordinates.
Oh. That was just dead. Elysium. Thankfully, these have been going quick. I wasn't surprised how quickly they would go. Alright, the boss again.
Oh, I got it now.
12 rounds. Great.
Just another shift.
Get flutter
What I'm
page
good
set
at.
up. Okay, let's take the debuff down
Here's
first.
just another shift. What I'm good at.
And start charging
new
up Windsong.
hypothesis.
It's out with you.
The benefits of field mapping.
Alright, first of all, that can merge over here. That can merge over here.
A good point.
Launch that. And
The connection between the form,
let's
space,
do
and
Taking
order.
another look.
get 37's attacks out to get those out of the way and do some damage.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Well, we're gonna use the ult either
An
way.
academic question.
Get that out there first.
Underneath the wall.
An academic question.
Oh look, here's the connection between numbers. You are not welcome here. Fluidity and fluctuation. A hypothesis of truth.
That is one of the coolest looking ultimates. They spent a lot of work on that one.
Limited scale, infinite lines.
See if we can break through this shield and... how much it'll
Behold.
actually get us. One. Follow up. Oh, yeah. And it repaired itself or something. Alright. That's cool, though.
We stand together. I've confirmed that this adheres to the precepts.
Don't touch the device.
Oh, be careful.
Oh. That's why. This thing fell off. All right.
A new hypothesis.
Recast. Urge.
Just another shift.
No
And
other
flutter
study
page.
can show you this.
Charging up for another big one.
Laundry time.
A good point.
Higher than the bell tower, and deep in the clouds.
Now their shield is up. But
Taking another look.
alright, the shield is almost down from their follow-up attacks. This is probably gonna wreck them. Oh, this is doing more than I thought it would. Alright, more seashells on the seashore. Healing.
Me too?
Windsong nuke.
An academic question.
And we'll do this one. These two will merge together after this one's fired. This one, also this one provides some defense.
Space and order. Be careful. We'll find our home one day.
Healing.
Limited scale, infinite
And this is just
lines.
gonna destroy it.
Calculating distance.
Yep, those combined together. Didn't even get up my last attack.
Perfection.
Elysium. Is that it? Yep. Alright. That is perfect. Perfect time to end stream. Alright, raid time. Let's look at raid options. Wait, Chef Barry's back on the Can I Counter Raid? Quinn.
I get to do what I love and get paid to do it.
Well,
Plus, my colleagues here don't seem so inclined to push their beliefs on me. Is that easy enough for you?
What's not enough?
I haven't read Bloody in a while. Oh. Let's, as is my tradition, if there are any of the first 1990 people on, let's raid them first. Yep, good night everyone. We're going to raid. Let's try to shoot box. N. See how this works. I don't don't know how raids work on